Hi guys, my name is Rishabh. Today's video topic is what is the data binding in Angular. So we are discussing about the Angular application when we write the program in the Angular application. There are the component. We have to write the HTML code component by component. For the login page, we make the another component. For the header, different component. Menu is different component. Likewise, there are the various component we mention into HTML page. So HTML in the basic Java, we use the JavaScript for giving any command or calculation operation into the browser. So worldwide we use the JavaScript, right? And we used here Angular TypeScript, which directly convert that TypeScript language into JavaScript. So whenever we going to communicate towards the HTML page, so we require to print information in HTML page. If we write directly in the header tag in the body, if we want to print any information, we directly write the information, and there are the various tags we can place our information. For communication purpose between the TypeScript and the HTML page, how it will going to communicate? One side is the component.ts file, another side is the HTML file of that component. So between these two different files, or we can say with two folders, they are communicating to each other. So that's why we can call it the data binding, because it is nothing but the communication or binding between these two elements. So for this purpose, there are the three types of communication purpose we here use. It is the omnidirectional and two-way binding. So first we discuss what is the one directional binding. So when we are writing any type of the variable I assign in TypeScript, I want to print that variable into that specific component. So I will going to write I will going to write in the curly bracket, into the curly bracket I define that variable name, so that that variable will going to print into that component. So that process we can call is interpolation. By using of this interpolation, we going to print any type of data into that component. This is the first way. Another way of printing the data, it's a property binding. Property binding, we can call it two-way binding. Two-way binding, we will going to assign ng model. ng model is used, it is write something like that. It is the square bracket inner side we use the square bracket, another side we use the square bracket, another side we use the square bracket, and that bracket, sorry, it is called we can call the bracket, normal bracket we used, and that bracket we write ng model. So ng model we write, and that ng model will work for the two-way binding. This model we going to import the forms module also. Forms module will import, and this will work as a two-way binding process. Whenever after that there is the click event binding. So event binding, we define the bracket, inside we define the name of a variable, and that variable name we are going to give that name from the TypeScript, and that will print the value of that event. We can choose any type of event, like click event. There is the button we will define there. So that is the process of printing the data into HTML page. Thank you so much.